Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist.
Summer, so they would pack us up all in the car. Maybe they would get a rental car, maybe they couldn't, but you know, majority of the time I think they would try to get a rental car, and off we would go to Orlando. My sister loved to go to this two-story McDonald's. They didn't have any two-story McDonald's in our city, so we would go to Orlando and two-story McDonald's, and back then they had this really big mall, and the mall had this like huge candy factory, and it was just like filled with candy everywhere. And I can just remember like one time we went, like it was just like they had a whole bunch of rock candy. It was like a rock candy room, like, you know, like a cotton candy area. And it was just like, that was my mom and my stepdad, because I did grow up in a two-parent household. And my stepdad is my younger sibling's dad, so he was there. It's just, you know, they would do the best that they could with the resources in the community that they had. And, you know, we would get in the car, we would go out there, you know, go to this little two-story McDonald's. My sister, like, you know, they would take us, give us a little bit of money, get us dressed up nice and cute and everything. And, you know, that would be our summer trip. Now, were we staying in hotels? No, we would probably drive and come back. But it allowed us to have something to look forward to. It was always something that we looked forward to. We knew when my sister's birthday was coming up, we knew we were going to be able to go on a trip to two-story McDonald's, at least for like 3 years. Like, that was just what we did. 3-4 years, like, that's what we did for her birthday. And we look forward to it every year, and I was so excited. Outside of that, you know, there's always those things that maybe you shouldn't speak about in the family, right? And once I started speaking about them inside of my family, I quickly became the outcast. You know, I quickly found myself on the outskirts of the family, looking in, wondering why I no longer fit in with what I was born into. And for a long time it hurt, and sometimes I still be like, but that's okay, because what I do doesn't align with what everybody else does, and that's fine. Okay, it is a level of acceptance, right? This is balanced reflections. You know, I am completely aware of oil and water not mixing. And I'm vegan, I do yoga, I work out all the time. Status corrected, like I know about nationality. My way of thinking is just different. And I love my family dearly, and I continuously pray for them and send them love and send them light. But I know the separation was needed for my elevation. When I was separated from them, it just put me in a different place. It allowed me to not let things occur to my daughter that happened to me and my family. You know, and that includes, you know, molestation by family members that happened. And when I spoke out about it, people were just like, you know, I can't believe she said that. And you know, it just, I don't want to say it happens because it doesn't happen in every family, and I wanted to make sure that it didn't continue to happen to my daughter. And it's something that I write about, you know, in my book. So I definitely want you all to, you know, check that out and just see where, you know, why I am the way I am. And in me accepting everything that has happened in my life up until, you know, till now, you know. I remember, now, me and my sister, me and my second sister, we have the same last name. You know, her last name is from her dad, and for a long time, I would kind of feel like, I wouldn't feel bad because I met my dad, like, I can recall memories of him when I was younger, of me, you know, interacting with him when I was younger, but for some time, he just kind of went like MIA. I don't know where he went, who knows. But then we started to re-interact again, like when I got like in 5th grade or whatever, but his energy was off, and it was just like, my sister, like my 2 younger siblings, dad, who was my stepdad, he had been taking care of me. Like, I never called this man dad, just because I just never did. But he had been taking care of us. So, and even if it wasn't my stepdad that was taking care of us, then my sister's dad always told me I could call him dad, and that's what I did. And this person, you know, I couldn't, like, energy just wasn't right. It never felt natural to want to be in the same space as him. You know, for sometimes it wasn't always like that, because at first I was like, oh, I got my own daddy or whatever, but you know, things kind of got weird for a short period of time. And when I say weird, I just mean, like, for one time we were out movie and he was just, you know, singing this song because he made music beats or something. He was a producer at, you know, for a short period of time. And from what I know, he was, I don't want to say well known, but he had rubbed shoulders with some decent people. Humpty Hump, Tupac, or, you know, he was in rooms with people that were well known in the industry, and I just was like, anyway, he was singing this song, and it was something about a pie or something, and the words of the song were like very explicit, but he was trying to use other words as substitutes. But then he ended up singing like the actual words of the song, and I was just looking at him like, because my stepdad would never do anything like that, and then like the man I called dad would never do nothing like that either. So I was just looking at him like, this is weird and awkward, right? So it just, the relationship never mended, and then he ended up passing in 2003, and I didn't know about it, but you all can read about that in my book, and just find out more about, you know, me. Now, moving right along, pizza or hamburgers. I'm definitely a hamburger girl. I love a good burger. And when I say burger, I do mean vegan burger because I'm vegan. So yeah, probably a chickpea or a lentil burger. I do not eat, I don't eat Beyond Meat. Like, I tried it, but for some reason, it's not on the internet anymore. Somebody removed it. But I remember T.I. put out something saying that Beyond Meat was humans. I don't care. I'm not touching that. No. So I don't eat it. Even though, as crazy as it sounds me saying, yeah, I tried it. Because I was like, okay, that's kind of far-fetched. But it does have like this weird taste to it. And I don't know what that taste is. So, make it make sense? I could not. So anyways, yeah. I'm real plant-based. Like, I really don't want to eat too many meat substitutes that aren't from like the source of a plant or a mushroom or some type of legume. So yeah, I'm not eating that. But what else? French fries or chips? French fries. Love fries. Fries are like my ultimate weakness. That's sad. That's sad. It's like a kryptonite. But the fries have to be on point. Like, they can't just be any type of fries. Like, I'm never gonna eat like McDonald's fries. Not Burger King's fries. No, they really have to be like a natural cut type of fry. Wendy's used to get it. Wendy's fries definitely used to get my money. They said natural on them, like natural sea salt or something like that. So yeah, I used to run up a bag at Wendy's, like a large fry and a strawberry lemonade every time. Ooh, and don't let me be feeling real fat when I'm pulling up to Wendy's, because I would definitely get a baked potato and French fries. Because this is when I was transitioning, right? I was transitioning into being a vegan. So I would get a baked potato and French fries. Now I might get like the broccoli potato with no cheese and then put my French fries on top. Smash town. With my strawberry lemonade, yes God. God was so good to me. I really like hiking. Like, I enjoy a good hike. Like, I'm not afraid to go out and hike, but I really love the water. Like, I really love to swim. I really love to just be in the water. Am I like a deep sea diver, scuba diver? Absolutely not. I just seen something on the internet the other day where it was mermaids with jaws, with teeth, and I was, keep all your sea creatures. If I can't see it, I'm not getting in the bottom. Like, no. If there's not a visibility, like a really good visibility in the water, 9 times out of 10, I'm not getting in it. Yeah, no. So for all of you lake swimmers out there who are not afraid to jump in lakes, hats off to you. I love a good alligator, but you won't be eating me to death. No, I don't have time for that. What else? You asked me another question. Yeah,